Are you currently pregnant and wondering what the heck position your baby is doing within your belly? In this video, we're going to break down how to do belly mapping and how to figure out what position your baby is in. Welcome to our channel. We're going to break down how to belly map, which means like how to figure out baby's position inside of your womb based off of different things. Belly mapping is not just a tool to figure out what position baby is in your belly, but it's also a really great bonding tool to use to figure out where baby's kicking and talking to baby as you're doing all of these things to help increase bonding. When your baby is head down, there are different variations of this, so baby can be facing either to the sides, up, or down. So if you think about your baby's head is a compass, and the arrow of the compass is the back of your baby's head. So where baby is facing is not the front of the compass, it's the back of the baby's head. Baby can be facing either to your left hip or to your right hip. But when they're referring to the position of baby, they're going to be talking about the back of baby's head. So OA or OP is referring to the occiput of the baby's head. So if you commonly hear providers or nurses talking about your position of your baby, and they're saying baby is LOP or LO, they're talking about the back of the baby's head and where that is found in your pelvis. The most common terms are OP and OA. So this is an OP baby. So the back of your baby's head is posterior, on your posterior side, so they're facing straight up. An OA baby is where the back of their head is anteriorly or to the front of your body, so they're facing towards your back. For me as a labor nurse, when I do belly mapping, I'm putting my hands actually on the belly and I'm going from a top to bottom fashion. This is called Leopold's maneuvers, and many of your providers may do this as you get closer to term just to see what baby's doing, as well as maybe assess how big baby is. This step can be the same things that you're doing when you're doing belly mapping, but we're going to add in a little bit of extra stuff that you can do. The first thing we're going to do is assess what is at the top of the belly. It's easier to do belly mapping in a reclined position, especially if you're going to be touching the belly because you're not going to be activating your ab muscles. You're going to be more relaxed and able to actually feel the parts of baby. So again, we're going to start at the top. We're going to feel what is at the top. Is it a head? Is it a butt? And the difference of a head and a butt, if you touch your own head, it's really hard. If you touch your butt, it's still semi-hard because there are still bones there, but it's a lot squishier. So is this part up here squishier or pretty hard? Sometimes they feel the same, I'm going to be honest. But if you then grab that top portion and kind of wiggle it, does the whole body wiggle or is it just the part that's wiggling? If the whole body wiggles, likely it is a butt. If just the top wiggles, it could be a head. Just like if you were going to wiggle your head, none of my lower body is moving. But if I wiggle my butt, like I have to wiggle my whole body. Same with babies. After you determine that this is a butt at the top or a head if it's a head, you're then going to go down the sides. So now you're going to go down the sides. I usually will place both hands on both sides and just feel with one hand at a time to feel, do I feel something smooth or is it more bumpy? If it's more smooth, like it is on this side, that is likely the fetal back or baby's back. If you feel and it feels more bumpy, or you can actually feel parts, so like sometimes, like right here, I can feel a leg or a limb of some sort, or further down, I also felt a limb a little bit down there, then this is likely baby's actual limbs, so their fetal parts is what we'll call them. So likely, baby in the example belly, butt was up here. I felt limbs over on one side, and on the other side is where I felt the back. So baby is likely in a position like this, maybe facing the hip. For you to figure out where the fetal back is and where fetal parts are, you can determine this by just feeling where do you feel kicks. Likely, if the back is on one side, you'll feel kicks all on the other side, whether up high or even punches down low. And then where do you feel hiccups? If you feel hiccups more in your lower belly or upper belly, that's likely where baby's upper back and head are. Just like when you have hiccups, you're feeling them in your upper chest/back area, that's where the baby's going to feel most of the hiccups as well. So where baby's upper back is located, that's where you're going to feel those hiccups on your belly. So it's going to be near the head. If baby is head down, you're going to feel these hiccups in the lower belly. If baby is head up or butt down, you're going to feel the hiccups higher in your belly. So after you determine where the fetal parts are and where the fetal back is, so baby's limbs and baby's back, then we're going to determine what part is actually entering into the pelvis. All you really need to do for yourself is just feel in that area to see what is down there. Is it a head? Is it different than what feels at the top? Or what if, when you felt up top, you didn't feel a head or a butt, and down in your pelvis, you didn't feel a head or a butt either? That means baby could potentially be transverse, meaning lying sideways. So that would give you the sign that maybe baby's head is over on one side of your belly and their butt on the other. For me, I'm feeling down here in the lower belly to see where is this little head. And that is a lot harder than what was up top. The top part was still firm, but way squishier than what's down here, which feels like a distinct, hard, round head. The next step, which your provider might do, is to feel if baby is really engaged in the pelvis. This is where they might put their hands on either side and almost kind of press around the baby's head to see if it will move up. This gives an idea if baby is in an extended position or more flexed, and if they're fully engaged. Again, not something you necessarily need to do yourself. Not all providers are super skilled in hands-on assessments like Leopold's, so you can always ask if this is something they do if you're curious. So belly mapping or Leopold's maneuvers are a really great way that we can assess baby's position from the outside without necessarily needing to use an ultrasound or do a vaginal exam. This can be done during pregnancy or even during labor, or something that you can do at home just to help with bonding with you and your baby. This is also something that you can do with your partners to help increase bonding not just between the two of you, but also with them and their baby. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about preparing for childbirth, please like and subscribe to our channel so you can be notified whenever we release new videos. We release 1 to 2 educational videos a week. Thanks for watching.